Queensland has a rich history of starting off value stallions that go on to become national household names. Grandview Stud is backing its two young guns, Whittington and Under The Louvre, to do just that as we visit a fabulous family operation.
Our motto when we first set up was all your thoroughbred needs. All right, so we tried to be a place where really it was about a mare owner coming and saying, I can come and visit my horse no matter what stage it's at, and it's all in one place. We're not travelling a horse all over the place. So we offer the facilities here where we've got our two stallions, our resident stallions, we can foal down here, we can do all the vet work here, we can serve the mares, we can walk them on to wherever we need to, foal them down, raise them, sell them if we need to. We do all the sales, Magic Millions, English, all throughout the country. And then we also have our breaking and pre-training facilities. So for those that don't want to sell it or those that can't, we then offer breaking and pre-training for our clients here and our outside clients. And then we can spell them here as well. So it's sort of, we quite often laugh sometimes, we'll have a 2-year-old that's been here with us all the way through and we'll put him on a truck to go off to the trainer, and it's the first time they leave here. That has some downsides, but we think there's lots of positives about that. They've had a lovely relationship with all the staff here. They've had a settled environment, and when they go off to the trainers then, they have that first sort of experience. Their eyes are opened a little bit, but they come back to where they know, and they can spell well and hopefully have another good prep after that. You
obviously have a passion for the industry. Tell me about your background.
Yeah, I'm a teacher by profession, phys ed and mathematics teacher. But my father and grandfather were very good horsemen, and on my mother's side, my nana used to love to have a punt. So I always had a passion for the races. I'd go to the races as a kid and stand on the fence and look at them rush past. And I suppose we were a working class family, never really thought we could own a racehorse. And the opportunity came when I started teaching, and we bought a little 7.5 acre property, and Jan McMillan kindly lent us a mare, and that's how it all started. And that first foal, Sienta, has now produced 5 foals for 5 winners and has set us up, and was a great story for us and a great start for us. What was the turning point was actually my wife fell pregnant with our twins, and I was a stay-home dad. We then moved from Burnett and bought the Peak Crossing property here, Grandview, and we've sort of grown from there. It was originally back a dairy many years ago, and the old building behind us was the original homestead, late 1800s we believe. There's some real history about Ipswich. You know, I'm an Ipswich boy, born and bred, and the history of Ipswich, and we love that heritage about here.
And Whittington now raced away from war.
The horse won a Breeders' Plate. It was, early speed 2-year-old, which in Queensland we have a lot of early 2-year-old races. And then we were lucky enough that he broke a track record at the Magic Millions as well as a 3-year-old, beating the older horses. And then when we actually bought into the horse, he won the Lightning at his second last start, which was a great help to start his stud career. He was a very precocious 2-year-old. Gay had him, and her horses. There was a spruik on the horse.
And Whittington, Tommy Berry does it again.
He's an outstanding sprinter, and he just went through a growing phase, Andrew, and he's really come of age. I was really confident of winning this race today.
With the Magic Millions, he run 101.77 for the 1100, and then when he won the Lightning as well, he broke another track record. So there's very few horses that have gone to start breaking 2 track records.
He's absolutely gleaming. A lot of these stallions can do that, these end tyres, but he also looks very relaxed in the yard. We know he was a Breeders' Plate winner. He has speed to burn, and he was improved last start. So Whittington, for mine, the pick of the yard.
We were confident that the horse could win that day, and one of the boys that were actually working for us, he was down at the sales, and he heard you tip him on his best in the yard, and yeah, he had a fair bit on him that day, so a few happy people.
Fantastic. I think it was about 12-1 at the time on course. Yeah, fantastic. And, the dam, he's by tail of the cat, and that Stormcat line we see mixing so well with all the Danehill lines too.
It makes it easy to cross mares with him. He's Danehill free, as you said, and, with that tail of the cat, the speed suits Australian climate, and he's easy to breed to. Everybody that comes to look at him says that he's better than his photos, and they fall in love with the horse, and most people that come to look at him will breed a mare to him. He's just that type of horse.
The Fleur Royale filly, a really beautiful mover for a sprinter. She has exactly what you'd look for, the lovely shoulder and the big back end and everything. Beautiful filly.
Yeah, it's easier now to take those sort of horses to a sale. Like when we first took his first crop, we were trying to drag the Whittingtons out of the box for people, where this year was really rewarding the fact that people come up to us asking for the Whittingtons. And it's interesting, on that size list, the other 9 horses in the top 10 are all priced between $22,000 and $50,000 service fee. And this horse is 6'6", and he's really good value. He won at 2, he won at 3, and he won at 4. Every year that he went to the races, he won races. So it wasn't like he started well and then stopped. He continued to win. So hopefully his babies are the same.
Under the Louvre and Blackheart Bart.
We were just talking about Pivotal the other day. Like, he's sired 30 individual Group 1 winners and 150, black type horses. And in 2018, he was a dam sire of 8 individual Group 1 winners. So the horse, he's a phenomenal horse over there. I don't think a lot of Australian people really respect the horse for what he is. Everybody that's breeding to the horse is telling us the same, and on the back of his first crop, I think he bred 60 odd mares in his first year. He bred 90 odd in his second year. People that sort of sent mares the first year backed up and sent more the second year, which is always a great sign.
You have some really nice mares, and it's all a part, I guess, of really growing the bloodstock and the quality of bloodstock in Queensland.
The people that own those sort of mares are great people, and they're great to have around. Even back to Under the Louvre with his ownership group, they've raced horses such as Nature Strip and In Her Time. So the guys are going to race them themselves as well. So it's handy to have those sort of people and that are supporting the horses with nice mares.
Standing 2 stallions, I guess a lot of it is about relationships with mare owners.
Yeah, it is, and Mark does a fantastic job with that, and we've built up over time a lot of wonderful owners that support us, and it's, I suppose, relationships is what it's all about. That's what it was about in teaching, and it's no different in business. It's about building up relationships. Whittington came at a time when we had an opportunity, and I thought he ticked so many of the boxes you needed for a Queensland sire, and he's proving that now. And then Under the Louvre, Group 1 winner. When you first start off and have a stud, you don't ever imagine someone's going to offer you a chance to stand a Group 1 winner, of our prestigious Stradbroke. And not only was he Group 1 winner, he was Group 1 placed so many times in such a great racehorse that you couldn't knock an opportunity back like that. And it's our goal to try and support them as best we can. With 2, we're not a massively big farm, so it is hard to support. So we've been very lucky to have lots of owners, outside owners that have supported us. Whittington served his biggest book last year, and Under the Louvre served more in his second year than his first year on the back of his foal. So we're obviously, hopefully doing the right thing by the owners, and they're getting some results. What we want to do is we want to focus all our energies on giving those 2 boys the best start they can, and that's really our goal, is to make sure that we give them the best opportunities to get out there and have winners and hopefully stay with us for a long time and be successful sires in the long run.